Southern California. Kind of a gloomy day today. Happy Wellness Wednesday. This is Erick from HA, Americans Helping Americans, one American at a time, one property at a time, one family at a time. Doing our part to get America back on track together with you and others, rocking and rolling. Amp Live, the American Mentee program. Our sponsors, Amp Live Media and VIP Execs. Today we got a little bit of the Amp Live real estate show for you. There's a podcast that we're going to be refiring up, but there's some awesome golden nuggets and segments in there that have been broken up into 15-minute increments. Listen to a couple of episodes, like, that's pretty good information. Awesome, right? So you're going to find some golden nuggets and pro tips there. I'll probably post it down below or maybe in the chat, maybe if I can find it. But I believe we're going to share something with you. Let me see what we got here. So if you show up, definitely do the likes and the loves and all that good stuff. Watch it all the way through. This is live. It's going live on Twitter and YouTube and LinkedIn and all those other platforms, probably a couple other Facebook groups. But I believe it's only in the private Facebook groups like the SUBTO Master Group. Go ahead and sign up right there. And then you'll see something down below, see some links. You can fill out the Amp Live survey. Chit chat, talk to us, see if we're a good fit or not. We got a few things that we're going to be doing today with Wellness Wednesday. Well, obviously, health. Everybody's doing the health thing. It's January. It's a brand new year. It's 2024, cruising into the first quarter. A lot of people are doing the health thing, mental thing, readjusting, aligning, trying to figure out where they want to be and go, including me, right? What are we going to do? What's going on with the real estate cycle? What's going on with, just the world in general? But we're going to talk about SUBTO. So mostly about subject to existing financing, creative real estate investing, where to pivot and maybe find yourself in the industry where you want to be. Now, wholesaling is cool. It's awesome, but it's a one-trick pony type thing, right? We're all about, when I got it, is fix and flip. Just fix and flip, buy and hold, fix and flip, buy and hold. That's why I got into the business, was to buy and hold properties, right? And to acquire those properties so you can have cash flow and revenue. So that pays for your cars and your living and on your expenses and all that good stuff, right? Because it's a business. And then anything in between there. So now it's a little bit different. We got social media and all kinds of cool stuff, right? Got all these cool tools. I can come to you right here on your phone. You can do webinars, seminars, all that good stuff. Wonderful, beautiful thing. Kind of been watching some, other people's webinars and seeing what's going on in the private sector as well as the public sector, right? Public is real estate agent and brokerage, lenders and all that good stuff. Private sector, creative real estate investing, wholesalers, investors. Had some awesome calls this whole month, all of January, right? And we're already rolling into getting close to, a couple more weeks will be in the new month, and spring will start rocking and rolling and coming into the play of what we're doing here with everything. But wanted to come on live. Haven't been on your live a little bit, been kind of just doing what we need to do. Hyper focusing on the business, right? Focusing on the business. Any mentees we got, hey, congratulations and thank you for working with us, and hopefully you got value from us and still continue to do so, all past, present, future mentees of America. But the bottom line is this, right? You need to hyper focus, right, on certain things. Sometimes when you get too many plates that are spinning, right, you're like, what the fuck? What do I do? Where am I going? This way, that way, this way? Sometimes you lose your focus on what the game plan is. What is, the legacy? What are you wanting to do? So a lot of things are coming down the wire with multifamily portfolios, people wanting to get out, baby boomers obviously switching and unloading properties or unloading them to their family members, and then the youngsters are going to get them and then probably keep them or sell them. 9 times out of 10, I'm going to assume that it's probably going to be sold, right? So, we're just rocking and rolling here. Got this. This is awesome, right? Little espresso action. Got some tea rocking and rolling in there too. So I'm not going to go too long, but there'll be a link down there as well. It's AHA, Instant Cash Offer. It's what we do. Americans Helping Americans is how it all started. Actually, it was a little bit different than that, but I'm not going to get into the history of it. But AHA, Americans Helping Americans, and Amp Live, was what we're rocking and rolling moving forward, building out VIP Execs, right, which is the realty and lending aspect of the business in the public sector. building a hub, California, and then branching out into other areas of the United States of America. So if you're an agent and you're not happy, give us a call. Love to work with you, and you get the best of both worlds, right? Private sector and the public sector, over 40 years of experience that we're going to help you with and help you build this brokerage. In exchange for that, obviously, you make money, you're successful. If you're successful, then we're going to be successful, right? So there's some maneuverings and some things that are happening with myself and what we're doing. Probably with you too. I'm seeing it across the board, in other companies and other people and what they're trying to do. But, hey, wholesale is what it is. Creative real estate investing, as I always say, there's the umbrella, right? Whoop, there it is. Creative real estate investing is the jam. There's a lot of different types of mechanisms and real estate types that go into creative real estate investing in general. So it's not like trying to be everything to everybody. One thing, that's it. Creative real estate investing, and inside of creative real estate investing, you have subject to existing financing, subject to existing to whatever taxes, subject to and seller financing options and all that other good stuff, right? But a lot of deals are coming down the wire, and we're actually looking at underwriting different types of deals. We got units, quads, duplex. There's small apartment buildings. There's people who have several houses that they want to unload and sell. In Ohio, we're back digging in Ohio again, in the Dayton area. So if you got stuff, Columbus or anything down below, definitely let us know. I know that Cleveland and Cincinnati are still a little overpriced, and two, they're still saturated. They'll go down a little bit downstate, and that's where we're looking, right? So if you find them, definitely send them over. We'll underwrite them. If it makes sense, we'll make an offer. But they got to make sense. I'm hearing a lot of people, too, with their underwriting. They don't understand, trying to figure out how to underwrite correctly. A lot of ARVs are all over the place. So, but bottom line is just stick to your guns, stick to the rules, have your policies and procedures, and stick to them. That's your business, right? Don't defer them or deter them with anybody. Because once you do, then you have to change them for everybody or change them for your company. That's why we're so stringent about what we do, how I do it, or if I'm training or mentoring, or here, this is the process and this is it. And we're not going to change it for anybody. If it doesn't work for you as a buyer, investor, or whatever, hey, then it doesn't. Maybe we're just not a good fit. I get that. You should have those policies and procedures for yourself as well. Super, super important. Because, it just makes no sense to be all over the board and say, yeah, we'll do this for you, but we won't do it for you. We'll do it for you, but we won't do it for you. It's like, hey, if we do it for you, awesome. We'll do it for everybody else that we work for, and that's across the board. That's what we're going to do. Like, for example, talking to a lot of investors, because we're getting deals, and they're coming down the wire, Southern California, pre-foreclosures, probates, even multifamily. It's not as, juicy as in other areas, right? Because the cap rates kind of suck here in California, unless you can find something really, really good. But, it's a jam. But people kind of stay out of California because of the price points, right? People are savvy and all kinds of other stuff, right? So they go to Texas, or they go to Vegas, or they go to Florida, they go to other areas. But California is just, it's awesome. What's wrong with it, right? It's a great place to get those, wholesale deals, fix and flip deals, SUBTO deals, buy and hold if you can find them. Seeing what's it called, assisted living type homes, awesome, right? Maybe, and even like, what's the other one? The co-living thing is up and emerging. That's awesome as well. And really looking into, maybe autism houses is what we're wanting to do. So if you're finding big houses out there and they're like 4, 5, 6, 7 bedrooms, maybe overbuilt or just too big, and, going, man, this thing's just sitting on the market forever because no one's willing to buy it unless there's 3 or 4 families that are going to move into it, right? And that's happening too. And send them over. We'll take a look at them. And if we can put those in and fit them, and at least maybe acquire them from you and do something with it and you get paid. Or we'll got some money to work with. Awesome. I call it friendship deals, right? Got some money to work with. You write a check. We do the work. Get a check back. Short term, fix and flip, buy and hold. Or it could be for the long term. We're going to go, hey, we're going to acquire it. And then we're going to stabilize it, do some value adds, and restabilize and get that stabilized for a few years, 2, 3, 4 years, maybe sell off 5 or 10 years. At least it's something where it's better than having your money in the IRA or even, what's the word I'm looking for? 401ks or securities. IRAs could probably be good because you're not paying taxes on that. And a lot of people borrow against them and have custodians and all that good stuff, right? But there's a lot of different things that are happening. We're pivoting and moving to, cash flow. The market is shifting. The real estate business and the real estate industry as a whole is shifting as well, right? So a new cycle is here. It's not like, oh, it's coming. It is here. It's already here. It's arrived, and it's slowly moving and pivoting and shifting, back and forth from seller buyer. Seeing some cool stuff, or hearing some cool stuff from some people in regards to the commercial stuff and commercial backed securities, all that crazy stuff, right? Saying the sharks are circling, right? They smell the blood in the water. I get it. But for single family, hey, pretty simple, right? Bird dog, wholesale, fix, flip, buy and hold, single family, or maybe it's a commercial, maybe it's storage units or whatever is going to tickle your fancy. We're really looking into just the multifamily is in general for that cash flow. Buy enough. I don't care if it's single family, if it's duplexes or quads, 10, 15, 20, 30 units or more. Could be little strip malls, with maybe 10 units in them, and it's a mom and pop value add. We'll look at that as well, because it's just keep grabbing the assets now, doing what they need to do. Market's gonna adjust, let it ride out, unload, and then move into different vehicles, right? Probably some anchor properties or commercial properties that you'll find where there's the auto zones and the Walmarts and stuff like that, or grocery stores, because those are pretty much guaranteed for a long ass lease for sure, right? And those checks just keep rocking and rolling. Different jam for sure. Or who knows, right? A lot of stuff can change within the next 5 to 10 years. So whether you got a 5-year plan or a 10-year plan, whatever it may be, click those links down below. I'm going to share a couple of things with you. We got, I believe, a link here, right? Let me see. So here, we're obviously looking for properties and what we're finding. So first and foremost, a little house cleaning, right? It's already 12 minutes. So the Amp Live Real Estate Show. Today is Wednesday, so welcome to Wellness Wednesday. So, everybody's on their kick, whether it's eating healthy. And there's so much crazy shit, man, after kind of looking at stuff. And, even the Alzheimer's, and what's that, diabetes of the brain, or too much sugar, stuff like that's going on. Everything you eat, you're going, my God, it's crazy. Now, here's something funny. Now, I don't like the microwave. I'd rather use the air fryer now. That's kind of cool. Then you got the oven and stuff like that. And you need the microwave. So we had these little things that I guess that like little round tater tot thingies. But there's actually little hash browns, little circle hash browns that you kind of get like from Carl's Jr., I think, or maybe Burger King. And I forgot who else has those things. And I think Walmart has the hash browns, right? But we're going to warm them up and put them in. I don't know, forgot what brand it was, right? But we got it from Walmart. Put them in there, 5 or 6 of them, and then turned it on. And then all of a sudden, like a flame bursted out like that. And then it turned out and opened it up real quick. So what the hell was that? Right, there's a little black dot on there, and took it off, threw it away, and then put them back in. I go, maybe it's just a fluke, or maybe there was something in there, I don't know, from the packaging. And then, boom, the flame didn't come on, but it warmed up. But then when I took it out, there was that little black thing again. So it did, right? A little burn circle. So it's like, what the hell is in those things, right? So you never know what's inside of your food, even though they're supposed to be regulated and all kinds of stuff, right? You just don't know what the hell's in it. Even drinking this espresso stuff, what the hell's in it? Who knows, right? Our bodies get used to this stuff, especially if you come from the era where I come from. And even before that, you got the baby boomers. And then my father-in-law come from, the Depression, I think back then it was probably healthier food, right? Because it cured the food and they had hams and things were probably a lot fresher. And then moving into my era and even into this era, going, shit, everything's like fake, right? So got to be careful what you eat, I guess, right? And working out. And, the most important, I think, is the mind, right? Working the mind is hard. Working the mind takes a toll on you, right? Working the mind and studying and visualization and affirmations and doing that stuff is work. It takes, it can, yes, bring up your body and your spirit and your mind and things that you got to do, but you should be taking care of yourself. And a lot of times we neglect ourselves. I know I have. And it's like, hey, you feel better when you're actually, wake up in the morning and you read and you got visualizations, you're reading your goals, affirmations, a little prayer, you eat, you hydrate, Scribing, that means writing into, yes, whatever piece of paper and just write like a madman with your eyes behind your back, right? Or rolled up like a shark. And then you go and read the stuff and you go, okay, cool. That makes some sense. That's you coming. That's almost like your subconscious mind rising to the conscious mind, which is an awesome thing. You can think for thoughts, which is cool too. Sometimes when you get stuck and you're going, man, what do I do? What do I do? Sometimes you just need to back up, right? Just take a few steps back and then realize what's important to you. What do you really want to do in life? What's going to, make you happy and your family happy and others happy? But most importantly, I know that what's in it for me is always a bad thing. What's in it for me, 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 me. And that's just the way the world is, right? But at the same token, you got to think about that, right? What's in it for you, right? What makes you happy? What's going to, there's things that God gave you, passions and talents. Sometimes we just don't get to use, right? Or maybe we do, but then we lose sight of what God gave us. And eventually you'll be using them as you move forward. You get older, you get frustrated, you start changing and maneuvering, going, hey, this is what I really want to do, and I don't give a shit, right? It's not that you're being selfish. There's no such thing as being selfish, because you have to have self-love. You got to take care of yourself. You got to love yourself. If you don't love yourself, how are you going to love others? I get that, right? And, some people say, hey, I'm sensitive, I'm not sensitive, I'm insensitive. Everybody's opinions are just that, like my dad used to say, right? Opinions are like assholes, and everybody has one, right? And I respect that, trust me. But it's also the golden rule: treat others as you would like to be treated. Pick your battles, whether you want to, they treat you bad, you treat them bad, or just say, that's cool, next, I don't got time for your shit, goodbye, whatever, right? You gotta disconnect from the virus, as they say, which is the NMA, negative mental attitude, and just kind of get away from it, right? And focus on people that have a positive mental attitude, to keep working on that with your mind, right? Because you got to keep feeding your mind with a PMA, positive mental attitude. You got to keep feeding your mind with, with passion and things that are going to keep you rocking and rolling. So you're not getting into that, state that a lot of people can get into, right? Or just like, it's just not, just not rolling. It's not happening, not feeling it, right? But sometimes the body needs to recharge its batteries, get fired up, right? Get that fire back that God put into you, and then firing it back up, right? Because that's what's going to be. It's just going to keep going and keep moving forward. If you just stop, then shit, what is there, right? There's no fun in that. And 2, you can't get anywhere. And 3, it's just going to make you all depressed and all kinds of other stuff. So you got to keep rocking and rolling, keep on firing up, hang out with people that are going to keep you fired up, right? And hold you accountable. And yes, sometimes you be stubborn, right? Hey, I don't want to take advice from that person or this and that, or I'm just going to do it all myself. Doesn't work really. I mean, I tried that a long time ago, and it's just hard, right? I like my core small. I get it, right? I also managed a lot in my other business or, company that I work for and stuff, and micromanagement and all that good stuff. It's a pain in the ass, because if you micromanage and get people pissed off, then you're doing all the damn work. And that's not management, right? You're just working harder, not smarter. So right now we're back to basics, back to rocking and rolling, back to digging in, hunting rock and roll deals, helping others if they want that help, and if they're going to show up, and you can punch your way out of a paper bag, right? And you can follow directions, and you can do kung fu shit. I'm just kidding, right? I did that shit because of my son's right here, right? Because my son is making fun of me with the kung fu. I'm just kidding. Not true. It's not true? Okay. Well, he said it's not true. Well, but anyways, he cracks me up. And I crack him up, I think. I don't know. It's probably annoy him more than anything else, right? But that's what we're here to do. Lie. That's not a lie? Okay. It's a lie? Okay. Anyways, rock and roll and all that you do, right? It's all important. That's what we're all here to do, is to build a legacy for our families, right? You're either going to have a job, or you're going to be an entrepreneur. You can be the serial ones, or just say ones that, focus on one thing and accomplish that and hyper focus on that and then move forward, right? And it is a road that's, it's a road that's, what's the word I'm looking for, right? That's less traveled, right? Because nobody wants to travel that bumpy, crazy-ass road or forge a new road that has not been forged before. And that takes a lot of work, right? And a lot of everything out of you. But it's really up to you. You can have the job and then get a ring when you're about 67 years old, if you make it that far and get some retirement. And if you're lucky, you get a pension. And in the military, at least maybe you're good to go, right? Or other places, or a doctor or something. and you get a little bit of retirement, do your fishing, whatever the heck's going to work for you. Awesome. Congratulations if you can get that far, but most people don't. And then there's the other one, right? Yeah, there's going to be risks. There's going to be blood, sweat, and tears. But, hey, freedom and all kinds of other stuff is all dependent on what you perceive as freedom, what you perceive as, hey, a job or an entrepreneur. Job, entrepreneur. Which one is it, right? 10, 20, 30, 40 bucks an hour, 50 bucks, 60 bucks. Over here, what is it, right? Sometimes it's commission-based, or you're doing sales, or you're trying to grow a business, or software, real estate, whatever it may be. But the bottom line is, there's going to be good days, there's going to be bad days. But even on a job, there's good days and bad days, right? Companies sell out. Things can happen, right? Companies will, hey, we're going to demote you and put somebody else in your spot because of whatever reasons, right? A job is never secure. And obviously, hey, as an entrepreneur, anything can happen. You just got to adjust with the times, adjust with the economics and what's rolling. But it is a different jam, and it's not for everybody, right? But you should, even if you have a job, do the hobby. Get a side hobby, a side hustle. Do use all the things that the government gives you to get an LLC, build your credit, corporate credit, maybe who knows what it is. But put that, I hate the word, I'm not going to use the word hustle, but that's what it is, kind of just your side business, and take advantage of those things, right? And then maybe you'll get that itch and the passion to start changing and start feeling a different way, start going a different direction. Then you kind of figure out that, hey, that this is a business. This real estate business is a business. Set it up like a business, treat it like a business, because that's what it is. And you keep moving forward, right? But you have to have leads. You got to learn the art of the deal. There's a lot of things that you got to do. There's a lot of moving parts. I'm going to go ahead and what I got here. Let me see. I'm going to share with you something real quick. Boom. Americans Helping Americans. Now, there's a website right there. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up pretty soon. But a website, AmericansHelpingAmericans.net. Now, that website is being revamped and being redone. And it's specifically, right, for off-market, on-market, private sector, public sector, whether you're a real estate agent, a broker, a lender, it doesn't matter. You can be, an investor, a wholesaler, but it's specializing in creative real estate investing type deals. So I believe in the SUBTO group or the creative real estate investment group, or we might just create a new one and just make it specifically just for the deals, right? So all live deals that we're working with, all Mentees live deals that they have will go into this group. We'll discuss them, we'll raise capital, we'll sell them to each other or not, or allow you if you're in the group. But you have to be vetted and making sure that there's an NC&D confidentiality agreement, all that good stuff is in place. So you can have access to those deals to be able to do that stuff, because we want to avoid the daisy chains that are out there. Also the copy and pasters. We've had, deals that like from Corona and other ones, right, where we throw it out there, even on the video where they screenshot it and take those pictures and scrub out our name and scrub out our telephone number and a little bit of information, and then rebrand it and send it out there like it's their deal, trying to find a buyer. Now, that's cool. I get it. Find a buyer, that'd be awesome. But then you got to get paid. And then someone else has to get paid. And then we got to get paid. And hence the daisy chain, right? So it's, as long as you have permission to do that, awesome. I mean, I wouldn't do that, right? And, repurpose somebody else's stuff. I'd ask, hey, is it okay if I shoot this out? Hey, I got some buyers. I got a list. Let me know. Let's talk. Let's chat. What's going to make you feel comfortable, because you're the one with the bag of gold and has that asset. And if you're willing to share it with me, beautiful. Let's do it, right? So I think moral compass kind of went out the door a little bit. But, hey, we're going to work on that. And I think the theme for 2024 is, being adopted, through the boss here, not me. But, is being relentless, right? It's kind of like being relentless, but also knowing, right, what you know. So it's almost like, hey, I wish I knew what I knew now that I didn't back then. And you're adjusting and adapting, if that makes sense. But, yeah, being relentless doesn't mean, hey, destroy everybody and, take on the world and all that good stuff. I think there has to be a happy medium, yes or no, maybe. I don't know. We're still going through that process. But being relentless means taking care of business, do what you need to do, right? And just protect yourself from unscrupulous people, dishonest people. People are there to burn you. People that are there to what's in it for me, what's in it for me, what's in it for me, and want free, or try and hey, help me, and then shit, there's a knife in your back, or anything can happen. We just been around long enough. If you haven't been in business long enough, then you're gonna figure that out. Eventually it happens. I was talking to several people throughout this week, right? And same stuff, right? Oh yeah, no, okay, that hasn't. I'm sure that'll happen. Or I hear stories. Or I've heard from my mentor, or this or that and that and this. I get it. So a lot of people are new in the business, right? And they're just kind of moving forward, which is great. And commend them and congratulate them for doing so, whether they're part of our program or not, or someone else's program. That's fine. Willing to talk to some people to a degree, but we keep it all in-house. We rock and roll together at the end of the day. But got deals, send them over. We're hunting deals. Doesn't matter where they're at in the United States of America, just as long as it makes sense. Especially if you're in here in Southern California, right? Let's rock and roll and do some business together. Come aboard. There'll be some links down below. Come aboard and join us, whether it's on the one-on-one mentoring program, whether you're becoming an agent and working with us in that capacity, or even the 30-day challenge, what we're the AKA 30-day challenge, but it's really just the AMP Live program, right? Click the links down below. Let's chat. Let's talk. We're doing a few things that are a little bit different for 2024. We're still going to honor 2023 onboarding costs for the one-on-one mentoring. So take advantage of that because that's going to be ending soon, right? So if you're interested in that, definitely click those links down below. Let's chat. Let's talk. Let's rock. That's what this is all about. But getting more aggressive, so super aggressive, and then going to be hunting deals, working it with mentees, only taking on a selective still selection process, but a smaller amount, and pushing more of the coaching, push that out there, and I want to get other people to take care of that because it's part of the process, right? And VIP Execs, right, which is the boutique real estate investment real estate firm that is one of the sponsors in Amp Live Media, putting all those things together, right? Because take a look at this. How did Remax start? Remax started with the husband and wife, and they had a boutique brokerage, right, where they'd only take on experienced agents that had a certain amount of volume. And then if you came into the office, guess what? You had to rent an office space. That's where all that stuff started, right? So that means you would get an office, you pay for an office, and you get the support of Remax, right? But only experienced agents would come into the brokerage. And if you're new, you couldn't get into Remax at that time, right? But they started growing and growing and growing. Then they turned it to a franchise. Hey, the rest is history, right? Some of the most awesome agents in the world have come from Remax. So, can't say anything bad about them. But at the end of the day, everything starts changing and shifting. You get the Keller Williams, the newbies, you're getting EXPs, you're getting realty ones with the flat fee. But, I'm not a fan of the flat fee stuff. I think this nickel and dime the shit out of you, which is a pain in the ass. And then two, what support do you get, right? Don't really get that much support. Their thing is to churn and burn and bring in a bunch of people and nickel and dime the shit out of those flat fee services. And at the same token, you go, well, it's 100% after this and that. I said, but 100% of nothing is nothing, right? You still get zero. So who gives a shit, right? So why not go with a team and go with a company where you're going to be able to expand and grow and be part of cutting edge technology, right? Lead generation, and then get the best of both worlds, creative real estate investing and the private sector listing and buyers agents, right? Under one roof, VIP Execs, realty and lending, along with AMP Live, the American Mentee program, AHA, American Talented Americans. Can't go wrong, right? And over 40 years of experience. Click the links down below. Let's rock. Let's talk. Maybe for you, maybe not. It's so good. But the bottom line is that's our goal. That's our mission. So things are shifting. Things are moving. That's where we're going in that direction. Right here in Southern California, hitting Arizona and Texas, in the next few years as we move forward, depending unless we grow a lot quicker and faster. But that is what's going on here. Hopefully you're rocking and rolling. Feel free to call and pick my brain or set an appointment. There'll be a link down below where you can set up an appointment. We'll chit chat. We'll talk. Either come aboard or you don't. If we talk for 10, 15 minutes, trust me, it's going to probably shave off months and months of you spinning your wheels if you're just getting started, or if you've been in the business for a while, or you just want to pick my brain. That's cool. Maybe we'll become friends. Maybe we'll get some coffee and some lunch, right? Because we're going to be in this business. We're still in this business. We'll be in for a couple of more cycles. And hey, if you want to go with us and you want us to take you with us, and that's our goal, and that's where we're going, right? So hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully you understand where I'm coming from. And I know probably if you're a newbie or if you're seasoned, hey, there's a lot of agents out there that are frustrated too, right? You're going, shit, they're getting out of the business. The weeding out process has started, right? from agents to brokers to investors to wholesalers to all kinds of people. And, cream of the crop is rising to the top, the ones with money, the ones that are sticking it out, the ones that are, having some success in this business, they're rising to the top, and the ones that weren't, and then all of a sudden they're going, hey, right? It's unclogging the pipes with all the ones that weren't really doing anything but clogging the pipes, and the good ones that are rocking and rolling. Man, I've been doing this 6 months. I've been making cold calls. I've been doing this. I've been knocking on doors. I've been doing all kinds of stuff, and keep on rocking because that stuff's going to pop, right? And then, the doors will open up for you. But then even then, you got to keep, like they say, right? And it's true. I was kind of figuring out, what was success? What is success when you have it? You got to fight for it just to keep it. So it's true. Success is rented, right? You don't own success. You always got to be fighting for it until you decide not to. Then you adjust and decide, hey, this is where I want to be, right? And we're all trying to do the same thing. Is get that success, some piece of success, right? For our families and for ourselves, and we all want to be happy. And whatever it is for you, hopefully it's real estate. If it is, click those links down below. Let's talk, let's chat, let's rock. As I always say, that's my favorite word, rock and roll, because it's a lot busier when people ask, hey, how you doing? I'm rocking and rolling. And I ask other people, oh, I'm busy. Shit, I think I told someone else, I said, hey, if I hear the word busy one more time, my gosh. But if I did get paid $1 for every time I heard the word busy, shit, I think I'd have like 90 Lambos, right? Lamborghinis, that's right. Tons of them for as long as I've been living. The word busy is, oh man, it just drives me crazy, right? Busy is bullshit. I get it. Just depends on what type of busy. Good busy, bad busy, bullshit busy, MLM busy. Oh, let me call you back. I'm so busy. Oh, boom, boom, boom. So shit, bullshit, right? Just means it's a priority. If they're telling you they're busy, then you are not a priority, right? And I try to make everybody a priority. I don't give a fuck what anybody says, right? Oh, that, spend too much time. You know what? The bottom line is, if I can give you some undivided attention, because every human being deserves that, including me, right? Then that's what should happen. Do it. Give your undivided attention to others. You got to be selective of who you're giving your time to, because then that could be a big time waster of, oh my God, I'm spending all this time, blah, 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 going on these meetings and networking and blah, 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 nothing's happening. So you got to pick and choose as you get better and better at this. You start picking, I think, the better people who you're going to spend time with, right? And last cycle, I didn't chase nobody. I just went out, put my head down, grind, bust my ass, and everybody came to me, come to the office, want shit from us and me. And that, that's an awesome, beautiful feeling. And then now it's just kind of like monkeys in a barrel. Everybody and their mother is a freaking investor, this and that. I get it, right? So I think, back to old school. Put your head down, dig in, grind, rock and roll, and do what you need to do for yourself, because we're going to go through that for the next 3 or 4 or 5 years, right? Where it's going to, go back and forth, and it's best to, hey, just, pick your head up every once in a while, say, okay, cool, you're doing great, you're doing not too great, I like what you're doing, I like that over there, and then move forward. Don't worry about the Joneses. Don't worry about other people's success or not success or perceived success or checks or whatever. Figure out where you want to be. And that's probably the toughest, right? So that's where a little bit of that meditation comes in, right? And you got to, do your thing, right? Your 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, whatever works for you to calm you down, and then get deep inside yourself and then emerge and explode. So I'm going to come on here and keep on doing this stuff, but we're going to keep it more scheduled. We got the Wellness Wednesday, Thursday out in the field, Friday highlights, Saturday some training, Sunday sermon, Mindset Money Monday, Tuesday out in the field, deals, and we'll talk about deals. So tomorrow is Thursday in the SUBTO Facebook group, which is right there. Scan that, log into that, and or at least, sign up so you can get in. And we're going to talk about actual deals. We're going to talk with the Amp Live Real Estate Show, right? And we're going to talk about deals. We're going to talk about how you can become a first trusted investor, even if it's maybe in second position. It doesn't matter. You can go here and follow us on Facebook, the Facebook group right there. We're also looking for buyers, right? You become a VIP buyer. If you want to become a VIP buyer, you get first pick of deals that come down the wire. Then go to AmericansHelpingAmericans.net and become a VIP buyer. And yeah, everybody's got to sign an NC&D. There'll be proof of funds, and we'll do a little soft commitment. Doesn't mean anything. It just means that, hey, you have money, you have what what's needed, or maybe you want to invest or whatever it may be. Whatever the vehicle it is, we'll figure it out and we'll put it on the table. If it's deals, then we're gonna hunt deals for you, right? Because you got money. If you want to do deals and partner up, then it's the friendship deals. Then we're gonna go ahead and get that rocking and rolling and serve up deals to you so we can partner up and do some fix and flip and buy and holds, multifamily, commercial, whatever comes down the wire. Really looking deeply into, the assisted living stuff, which is cool, the autism houses, as well as, just multiple doors, right? And creative value add is going to be happening big time. A lot of commercial, I get it, it's going to be happening, but we're going to stick to what I know because, hey, that lane is single family, fix and flip, move it down the wire, did the numbers and go, man, this is awesome. The leverage and the return investment based on leverage is astronomical. Two, it's our jam. Two, I know that we can beat out any fee of someone going up against someone else to buying a property. 9 times out of 10, we'll probably blow them out of the water because of how we do it and what we do it. It's just turning on the damn gears, it's putting in the gears first, second, third, fourth, and rocking and rolling, as well as turning on the darn faucet, right, for deals. So there's a lot of beautiful stuff that's going on, but, I'll be coming and going. We got about the rest of this quarter, right? So things are going to change, and at the end of this quarter, going to emerge probably with a, brand new or different outlook on AHA, America's Help, America's Amplified, and VIP execs, right? And if you want to be part of that and you want to rock into the rest of this, should say decade, right? Because we're at 2024 already. And we're going to be cruising into 25, 26, 27. The market's going to shift. It's going to change. Cruising into 2030s, right? So hopefully you're rocking and rolling with us. We'll be here. We'll be part of the next cycle as well. I guarantee that, unless, won't even get into it. But that's the goal. The goal is we will be there, right? And hopefully you will be too. So I'm going to go ahead and suck up some more coffee. Got some stuff that we got to get rocking and rolling for the week because the weekend's coming. And tomorrow is the deal day. So I want to prepare some stuff. We got some stuff here with some little mini portfolios in different areas, from Florida to Ohio to Vegas to Texas, the quads, the duplexes, single family, hey, you call it out there and manifest it. Right now is money, working on deals, and people have money, and we're going to be putting that stuff together as well, the friendship deals. So click those links down below. I'm not sure what else I got to pull up here, but I think we're at 37 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and change this. What do we got? SUBTO group, join that. I'll go ahead and click that anyways, right? So join the SUBTO private Facebook group. And what else we got? And don't forget, I'll leave it at this. If you want to watch some videos, just hashtag Get Erick Paul Live. The Art of the Deal, creative real estate investing. That is my jam. It's our jam. Love to talk about it with you, help you out or not. Doesn't matter. The bottom line is, yes, let's be relentless in 2024, right? Don't take anybody's shit. Let's move forward. Protect yourself, right? At all costs. Be super aware of yourself and others, and you win the game, right? That's the goal. And the goal is, not always to win, but yes, it is, right? Because everybody loves money. You got to have money. You got to have money to rock and roll, and then you can actually do other things and help other people. I definitely get it. I'm sure you get it too. And that's what we love to do. So that's the cause and mission, the true cause and mission. But we just get in, let's rock and roll, make some money. Rock and roll, all what you do. United we stand. We'll talk to you soon. Tomorrow is Thursday, so let's rock some deals tomorrow. So show up at the SUBTO Master Group right there tomorrow. Now we'll probably get it scheduled. I'm not sure, probably 2 p.m. most likely, but I got to double check. So it's maybe 2 p.m. tomorrow on a Thursday. And then we're going to get in. We're going to talk about some of these deals that are on the table, stuff that's coming down the wire. If you have deals, there's going to be a link that we're going to share with you. If you want to show your mug or you want to share some stuff inside the Facebook group live, then we'll talk about it. We'll break down your deal for you. We'll kind of share it with you and say, hey, what you need to do. This is probably a bet. Maybe is it wholesale? Is it a creative deal? Is it subject to? Is it better to take an option? Should you lease option? Should you go rent to own? Or is this shit? Oh, man, okay, right? Oh, 10% all in. Hey, whatever. I'm not going to – maybe I'll get into that tomorrow, right, about the 10%ers I call them, right? It's a dangerous thing to do, but, hey, it is what it is. If it works for you, go for it. We're going to talk about some other stuff that's happening too, and make it a Q&A. We'll rock and roll. All right. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. righty. See what we got. I was going to share some, but not. That's all right. We'll go this route. Little QR code. SUBTO Master Facebook groups where I think this is it. Hopefully, let's see. Okay, right there. And then we got, the bigger one. Let's see what we got right here. Register. Register SUBTO Master Training. Go ahead and scan that QR code for some SUBTO Master Training. That should get you into the SUBTO Master group as well. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Talk to you soon. All right. Bye-bye.